Hello students, let's we continue our lesson that is periodic classification of elements. In that we have to learn next topic that is modern periodic table, long form of the periodic table. The classification of elements resulting from an arrangement of the element in an increasing order of the atomic number is the modern periodic table. Students, in modern periodic table what we have given the classification of elements, but how that is given that classification, that arrangement they have given an increasing order of the atomic number of that elements, and that is the modern periodic table. The properties of elements can be predicted more accurately with the help of modern periodic table formed on the basis of atomic numbers. So students, in the modern periodic table they have given the atomic numbers, or that is more accurate atomic numbers of the elements, and related to their increasing order they prepared this modern periodic table. The modern periodic table is also called the long form of the periodic table. So I have already explained the meaning of periodic means the after the there is a sequence in the elements arrangement, so related to the chemical and physical properties of the elements, that we can see after some intervals, that repeated after some intervals, that is the periodic. So means this, in this they have given related to the elements, that we can see the related properties, maybe chemical or maybe physical properties of that elements that come after some intervals, we can observe in that. So in the modern periodic table the elements are arranged in accordance with their atomic numbers. So you have given that you have to see the table 2.7. As a result, most of drawbacks of Mendeleev's periodic table appear to be removed in the modern periodic table. However, the ambiguity means not unclear about the position of hydrogen is not removed even in the modern periodic table. We saw in the Mendeleev's periodic table they are also unclear about the position of the hydrogen atom. So in the modern periodic table that is not removed, in that also remain as it is or keep as it is in the modern periodic table. We have seen in the previous standard that the electronic configuration of an atom, the way in which electrons are distributed in the shell around the nucleus, is determined by the total number of electrons in it, and the total number of electrons in an atom is same as the atomic number. The relation between the atomic number of an element and its electronic configuration is clearly seen in the modern periodic table. So students, we have learned about the electronic configuration of the elements. So we know that how the electronic configuration is there. So there is an electrons are distributed in the shell around the nucleus of the atom, and the total number of electrons is an atom the same of their atomic number. Next, that is the structure of the modern periodic table. The modern periodic table contains 7 horizontal rows called the periods, that is 1 to 7. Similarly, the 18 vertical columns in this table are the groups 1 to 18. Means the total periods are there 7 and the total groups are 18. The arrangement of the periods and groups result into formation of boxes. Atomic numbers are serially indicated in the upper part of these boxes. Each box corresponds to the place for one element. Apart from these 7 rows, 2 rows are shown separately at the bottom of the periodic table. These are called lanthanide series and actinide series respectively. There are 118 boxes in the periodic table including the 2 series. Students, we know that the total elements that discovered, that is 118, and related to their arrangement also they did in these 118 boxes. Also including the two series are there. It means that there are 118 places for elements in the modern periodic table. Very recently formation of few elements was established experimentally, and thereby the modern periodic table is now completely filled. All the 118 elements are now discovered. The entire periodic table is divided into 4 blocks wise: S block, P block, D block and F block. The S block contains the group 1 and 2. The group 13 to 18 constitute the P block. The group 3 to 12 constitute the D block, while the lanthanide and actinide series at the bottom form the F block. The D block elements are called transition elements. A zigzag line can be drawn in the P block of the periodic table. The three traditional types of elements can be clearly shown in the modern periodic table with the help of this zigzag line. The metalloid elements lie along the border of this zigzag line. All the metals lie on the left side of the zigzag line, while all the non-metals lie on the right side. Students, we have given in the modern periodic table how they arrange the elements. They prepared the 4 blocks there, and how many groups in the each block they have given here, as well as they have given the zigzag line in this periodic table, and the left side of that zigzag line, that is the metal, and the right side that of the zigzag line, that is the non-metals. And on the zigzag line we can see the metalloids there. On 23 page we have given the modern periodic table there. We can observe these all the information there. Modern periodic table and electronic configuration of elements. Within a period, the neighboring elements differ slightly in their properties, while distant elements differ widely in their properties. Students, in the modern periodic table, there is an period we can see there is an differentiation related to their properties, but in slightly. And the while distance element, they are widely differ or different related to their properties. Elements in the same group show similarity and gradation in their properties. These characteristics of groups and periods in the modern periodic table are because of the electronic configuration of the elements. So students, we have given there the elements in the group, they have showed the same group, they have showed the similarity, as well as there is an gradation in their properties. And these characteristics we can see in the groups and periods in the modern periodic table. And why is this? Is because of their electronic configuration of the elements. It is the electronic configuration of an element which decide the group and the period in which it is to be placed. And because of the electronic configuration, that only decide where the elements will be placed, in the group or in the period. Groups and electronic configuration. Can you tell? You have given 4 questions are there, that is for your own study. So first question you have given, they go through the modern periodic table, then table number 2.7, and write the names one below the other elements of group first. Then write the electronic configuration of the first 4 elements in this group. Then third, which similarity do you find in their configuration? And fourth one, how many valence electron are there in each of these elements? So students, you have to write these questions in your classwork notebook and their answers also. You will find that the numbers of valence electrons in all these elements from the group first, that is the family of alkali metal, is the same. Similarly, if you look at the elements from any other group, you will find the number of their valence electrons to be same. For example, the elements beryllium, magnesium and calcium belongs to the group 2, that is the family of alkaline earth metal. There are 2 electrons in their outermost shell. Similarly, there are 7 electrons in their outermost shell of the elements such as fluorine and chlorine from the group 17, that is the family of halogens. While going from top to bottom within any group, one electron shall get added at the time. From this, we can say that the electronic configuration of the outermost shell is characteristic of a particular group. However, as we go down a group, the number of shells goes on increasing. If you observe the groups and the number of shell, that is increasing, and that is there is a speciality we can say of that the group. So related to this configuration, we have given the here some example of alkali metals and the halogen groups.